August 2025. The month began with excitement, yet quickly turned into a swirl of emotions for ARMY worldwide. When the latest brand reputation rankings for K-pop idols were released, fans rushed to scan the list, only to discover something they never expected. For years, Jimin had been undisputed. Month after month, he dominated the charts, holding the #1 spot in individual idol brand reputation rankings. His consistency wasn't just a matter of popularity, it symbolized the unwavering love that ARMY poured into him and the sheer impact he had on the global entertainment industry. But in August 2025, the tide shifted. For the first time in months, Jimin slipped from the very top, settling at #3, behind trot superstar Lim Young-won and Lee Chan-won. Fans were quick to ask, was this just a statistical dip? Or did it signal something bigger about Jimin's position in the post-military era of BTS? To understand the weight of this shift, one must look back at Jimin's history in brand rankings. From as early as 2018, Jimin became a fixture at the top. His solo projects, his charisma in BTS stages, and his ability to emotionally connect with fans solidified his presence. For consecutive years, his name became synonymous with #1. Even during BTS's hiatus for military service, Jimin's solo works like his 2023 album Face, the viral single Like Crazy, and the 2024 project Muse kept him in the spotlight. Fans across the globe streamed his music, trended hashtags for him, and voted tirelessly. When Jimin released Muse in 2024, his popularity soared even higher. Songs like Who dominated charts globally, and his duet appearances with Jungkook on the travel reality series Are You Sure? Only amplified his reach. Thus, Jimin's fall to 3rd place in August 2025 carried a shock factor. For ARMY, it wasn't just about numbers, it was about identity, loyalty, and pride. The Korean Business Research Institute reported the official figures. Lim Young-won, 17,593 points. Lee Chan-won, 12,340 points. Jimin, 10,659 points. At first glance, Jimin's points still reflected massive popularity, yet the margins revealed a noticeable gap, especially between Jimin and Lim Young-won. Industry insiders noted that trot singers had seen a resurgence in national popularity, especially among domestic Korean audiences. Meanwhile, Jimin's strength had always been global, particularly in streaming, international fan votes, and worldwide trends. This raised an important question. Do the brand reputation rankings truly capture Jimin's global influence, or do they lean heavily toward domestic recognition? The ARMY response was immediate. Social media erupted with hashtags like Always with Jimin, Jimin #1 forever, brand ranking bias. Some fans expressed sadness, worrying that the slip might indicate fading influence. Others argued it was merely a temporary adjustment, especially given the surge of trot in Korea. On Weverse, one fan wrote, "Numbers can't define Jimin's heart or his connection to us. Whether #1 or #100, he will always be our brightest star." Another posted, "We shouldn't see this as a loss. This is just motivation for us to show our love even louder for September." Within hours, streaming parties were organized. Twitter X trends surged, and Jimin's Spotify numbers climbed sharply. The fandom had spoken. This ranking wouldn't define him. The truth is, Jimin's power as an idol goes far beyond metrics. Artistry, vulnerability, and stage presence have carved a unique space in K-pop history. Emotional connection. Fans often describe Jimin's voice as one that hugs you in the darkest night. Songs like Promise and Like Crazy remain healing anthems. Cultural impact. From luxury fashion campaigns with Dior to viral dance trends, Jimin has consistently shaped global pop culture. Fan loyalty. ARMY's bond with Jimin is unlike any other. His humility, his shyness offstage, yet explosive charisma onstage makes him endlessly relatable. Thus, even at #3, Jimin's impact feels larger than any single statistic can measure. The timing of this ranking shift adds more intrigue. August 2025 is a pivotal month. BTS are now reunited post-military, preparing a new album and a 2026 world tour. Industry watchers speculate that Jimin may be strategically stepping back from overexposure to allow the spotlight to shine equally on all members ahead of their comeback. After years of solo dominance, Jimin may see this as an opportunity to align himself more with BTS's collective power. Yet others argue that Jimin's dip could be the result of HYBE's shifting promotional priorities, focusing instead on group branding rather than solo campaigns. This leads to a haunting question. Is Jimin willingly sacrificing individual dominance to fuel the BTS legacy?
Fans are now anxiously awaiting the September 2025 rankings. Will Jimin bounce back to the #1 spot, reclaiming his crown? Or will the new era of trot idols keep him locked below the top tier? Whatever the result, one thing remains clear. Jimin's story is far from over. For ARMY, the numbers are just one chapter in a larger narrative, a narrative filled with passion, resilience, and the undying belief that Jimin, whether ranked 1 or 100, is still the heartbeat of BTS. When people talk about Jimin's position in brand reputation rankings, it isn't just about his August 2025 placement. It's about the legacy of dominance he built over the years. Since 2018, Jimin's name has been synonymous with excellence in popularity indexes. Month after month, reports from the Korean Business Research Institute would release, and fans already knew who they would find at the top. For years, he held a streak that few idols in K-pop history could ever dream of. Some months, the margin between him and the second place was enormous, proving that Jimin wasn't just leading, he was redefining what it meant to be a top idol. What made this reign remarkable wasn't only his fame, but the consistency. Fads come and go. Viral idols may shine bright one season and disappear the next, but Jimin proved month after month, year after year, that he was not a trend. He was a pillar. So when August 2025's report placed him at 3rd, it wasn't just another ranking update. For ARMY, it felt like a disruption in a tradition, like the earth shaking beneath their feet. Let's break down the figures more carefully. Young, 17,593 points. Lee, 12,340 points. Jimin, 10,659 points. At first glance, Jimin's number doesn't look like a fall. It's still a staggering amount of recognition. But context matters. Young and Lee are powerhouse trot singers, beloved by older Korean audiences. Their reach in domestic television, concerts, and variety shows remains unmatched. Their fans are loyal, consistent, and often dominate surveys. Jimin, however, has a different type of power. His impact is global. His fan base is spread across the world, from Seoul to Sao Paulo, from Jakarta to Johannesburg. His strength is reflected in streaming numbers, international polls, Twitter trends, and global sales. This creates a strange imbalance. Domestic-heavy metrics naturally favor trot singers, while Jimin's worldwide dominance isn't always captured by local indexes. Which brings us to the crucial question. Is the brand reputation ranking system truly measuring influence or just a fraction of it? When an idol as consistently successful as Jimin experiences a dip, the psychology of the fandom is fascinating to watch. Some ARMYs reacted with heartbreak. They posted long threads about how unfair it felt and how Jimin should never lose his crown after all the effort he put in during the BTS hiatus years. Others took a more resilient stance. They reminded everyone that numbers are not the essence of Jimin's artistry. One popular post on Twitter read, "Do you think Jimin cares about being #1 on a chart? He only cares about giving us music that heals. That's the Jimin I know." Another fan wrote, "This isn't a loss, it's a reminder. We should stream harder, vote harder, love louder." Indeed, within hours of the rankings being released, ARMY mobilized.
Streaming parties surged, old hashtags for Jimin were revived. Who, the standout track from Muse, suddenly climbed several Spotify country charts again. It wasn't a moment of weakness, it was a spark of determination. To put things into perspective, let's consider Jimin's actual achievements in 2025. In July 2025, his solo track Who was still dominating global playlists a full year after release. His 2023 single Like Crazy had already become the highest streamed K-pop solo song on Spotify, breaking records beyond Korea. As of August 2025, Jimin was officially crowned the most streamed K-pop soloist in the United States on Spotify, surpassing even BTS's combined group numbers. When you look at such milestones, does it really matter whether he's ranked third in a monthly reputation chart? The truth is, Jimin's global weight is arguably stronger than ever.